What is up, my people? It is your boy Dark.Pch, and today we're going to be talking about Peach's metagame. Now, we're talking about her metagame. We're going to be looking at two clips, and they are from the best Peach players in the world, according to Zero, which is Umiki and Slayers. So I chose these guys because these are the two Peach players that tend to come up a lot, and people talk about, drop their underwear for, and try to imitate into their own playstyle. So we're going to be looking at them while I discuss this. So with that said, let's get this discussion started. Peach's metagame, to me, I don't think it's that great. I really don't see her making any type of waves. Now this video is probably gonna get a lot of people tight, or people gonna call me a hater, but this is my opinion based on how I see her being played, how she approaches, and why she's taking a ton of damage, where to a point where she just gives up control and she just keeps putting herself in just bad positions where, you know, it could be avoided. Peach's playstyle, it seems to be kind of like a rush down to some degree. Like they'll use short hop air dodging to like try to go in, and ground float nairs to short hop or floating dares, and then rinse and repeat over and over. Do that a while and then try to go in with an attack, space, or aerial. Now, this is something I don't approve of, because as you saw right there, Umiki, he tried to come through with a fair, and my man Sonic just hit her with the bootleg Adidas, and that's it. It was over. This type of stuff, at least Peach open a lot, because she's forcing her way in at times. Like, okay, the opponent swings, and you know they don't get the hit. Now Peach is trying to go in. One, Peach is not that fast. Two, her fair is slow, and her nair has booty range, and her bear is decent, but it's punishable on whiff if the opponent is playing a good neutral game and they're fast. Like characters like Cloud, Sonic, Captain Falcon can just punish her on her landing. After she does that bear, she can't do anything else. And at times there's players where they try to do something like they'll space a bear, and then after that they'll try to space another one, or they'll run back, she'll have air dodge and then come through. All that type of stuff, it may seem cool on paper, but it leaves her open. So I feel like the way she should be played is, I made three principles. If the opponent is not blocking, and if they're throwing out a move, she shouldn't be attacking. And if she doesn't have a turnip in her hand, she shouldn't be trying to approach. Because again, it's too easy to see coming. Her approaching is not that safe unless she has a turnip in her hand. Anything that she's doing, she's putting herself at risk. Throwing out a fair with bears, all that stuff, she's putting herself at a risk where she's just gonna be taking a lot of damage to even get under control. I feel like Peach is a very patient type character. She has to chill. She has to respect the opponent in these situations, you know. It's not all about, you know, floating to dares and whatever, and you know, it's not all about that. She can't freely do that. The only time she should be floating to a dare, or even short hop there at times, is if the opponent's shielding. See, like that, look, Umiki was safe. He did that, he's safe, can't do nothing. But doing it from deep, you gonna get clapped. Like, see right here, he got spin dash, he tried to come through and Sonic's like right there, he wasn't even blocking. Situations like that, Peach cannot freely swing, and look what happened. See, the dare, Peach got hit, and then that was it. So it's stuff like that that I feel like people really just need to, you know, calm down. Like, all this stuff is cool, but do it when it is safe to do so. Do it when it's granted. Don't try to force your way in. And like a lot of times as well, Peaches don't use turners when they have the opportunity to get one. Like, they don't use it. Like, they knock the opponent away where they can't follow up anymore. They can safely get a turn up, and then they just go in either blocking, or they'll go in with like short hop air dodges, floating, all that stuff, and then look what happened to Slayers here. He got hit for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, turn ups help you get in safely. Because what happens is, with a turn up, if you go in swinging, they have to deal with you in that turn up. If they block, you can safely do an aerial. If the aerial is shielded, then you can just move out the way while staying out of your opponent's attack range. So if they do something dumb, then you can go in and not worry about, you know, getting punished. Don't force a hit. You know, don't force an approach. Don't force a hit. You gotta chill. know what I'm saying? Like, chills. And if the turnip does hit, then you get a free follow-up. That's how you safely get in. It's not, don't try to go in too much shielding or just throwing out a move. Like right here, Slayers, he threw out a fair, and then look what happened. He got hit, and now he's in all this. He just got like 48% damage. That's what I'm saying. So, again, turnips are like really important. People, they get discouraged to use turnips because, oh, it's too slow, and the range got nerfed, or turnips got nerfed in general in this game. It doesn't matter. That does not matter. That's right, I said it. That doesn't mean shit. You need that to safely go in on an opponent. That covers you. That is your insurance in case shit goes bad. And an example of shit going bad, your opponent's trying to come in and attack you. That turnip is like, yo, bruh, chill. You either hit them, get a follow-up, or they block it, and then you get a free air attack. If they try to do anything out of shield, then they're gonna get put down. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get put down. So this is what I feel Peach players should be doing a lot more. You have to wait. It's not about all this, okay, I gotta be quick, I gotta look fast, this and that. Not saying that a lot of people, try to portray that image so they could be the next thing to be talked about on freaking Twitter and YouTube. Not saying that. But there are times where I feel like, okay, people think that this is actually necessary. It's not. Peach is a hard character to deal with if she chills. Because if the opponent does anything dumb, her punish game is really good. Her pressure game is really good. But that only happens if you chill out and you wait for your opponent to shield or do something dumb. Let these people do dumb shit. A lot of players out of today, these high level players, they have these characters that are really good. So because of that, they sometimes think they could do whatever they want. Use that shit to your advantage. Let them do whatever they want. And for that, you can punish them if you're in their range. If you have good micro spacing, just stay out of the attack range. You need to know that, like with every character that you're fighting. Because there's times where I hear people, they complain about, matchups like, oh, this matchup is terrible. Peach can't do this. This is free. I can't do anything. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. And then when I see them play, it's basically, this stuff that I'm talking about right now. And you're even seeing it here at high level play. Like, people might think like, oh, you're being a hater, this and that, because you're not like them. Like, no, I'm keeping this shit 100. I'm being 100% real right now. And you can see the examples on why these players are getting hit and why they're taking a lot of damage. Like, I'm actually giving you a visual here. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the stuff, it could be avoided if you just, chill and wait. And look what happened. Because of that, Mickey left himself open. And look, only did 48% to Sonic. Most of the time right there, Mickey was just, floating. Look, he did it again and he's getting hit. He needs to chill. He has to stay grounded. You gotta wait against a fast character. When you throw out a move, even if they're not that close to you, you can be punished on whiff. And look right there, my man Sonic just came through with a fair. So I feel like her metagame, like it needs to be toned down. The way I see it really needs to be toned down. Now this came to me after I went to Qatar and I lost to Mr. E's Marth. Now his Marth freaking demolished me, my dude. Like, that Marth put me down. Like, I got demolished by his Marth. And it was basically trying to, throw moves out, and I just sat in the lab and I just thought about it. I'm like, hold on, man. This is not working. I can't be going in short hop, air dodging, and spacing moves, and trying to hit a character that is quick and has more range than I do. I'm forcing my way in. That is a risk, man. Even if I was to do that and hit him, it's not optimal. I'm taking too much of a risk. I'm making it easier for my opponents to hit me. I'm not making them work for that. Like, this type of play style with Peach as of today, I don't feel like it's that great. So I just started trying to figure out, okay, what can I do? And then I thought about it. Turnips. Turnips is mad freaking good, man. It covers you. I don't care if they take too long to pull out. Use use your attacks. Like, knock your opponent out the way. You grab him, up throw him, and then you get a free turnip. If you get a throw and it's not really gonna kill, you can back throw. Well, I say forward throw. Forward throw your opponent, get a turnip, and then chase him down. Because you ain't gonna get much off of your throws unless it's low percent, you know? So, those are your opportunities. And then do, you know, get movement. You know, you can draw up air at that time, QFR, by having a turnip in your hand, but treat it like it's a bomb. Don't throw it right away. Because your opponent has to guess when you're gonna toss it. They're not sure when you're gonna do it. If you go near them, you can act like you're gonna toss it and then don't. And then they'll either be blocking or they'll throw out a move. And then, you know, with good micro spacing, you're out of that range. And then you just punish them with a turn up, re-grab it, always recycle your shit. Re-grab it and then rinse and repeat until, you know, you get them out of there. And that's how I feel it should be done. And, you know, I took notes and just looking at my gameplay, how I'm getting hit, looking at high level Peach players, how they getting hit, and I just pretty much came to the conclusion, like, we've been doing it wrong. We've been doing this shit wrong. Now, these two guys, they're freaking good. They're freaking good. But there's openings that they leave. Now, a lot of people, they probably wouldn't even think about this. They're like, oh, well, yeah, it's Slayers, it's Mickey. They're the two best Peach players in the world. They doing it right. So if they lose, that means they did everything that they were supposed to do. They didn't do nothing wrong, and this matchup sucks, and that's it. Moving on. Nah, I'm not like that. I'm sorry. That's not me. I'm not like that. Just because somebody's the best with said character and they get bopped, that doesn't mean that they did everything correctly. They did all that they could do, and there was nothing else that they could have done to avoid that L. Like, top play does not mean play style is absolute. You know, top play for said character does not mean play style is absolute. I don't like to think like that. That's why you probably heard a lot of shit with whatever characters you guys made. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wait, what? What the hell? And I said that's how I feel. Her metagame, it needs to be toned down and needs to wait. And the 3 principles need to be followed. If your opponent doesn't hit you, I'm sorry, not your opponent doesn't hit you. If the opponent is not blocking, if they're throwing ranged attacks, or you don't got to turn up, you should not be going in, leaving yourself open, doing all this stuff that is just gonna give your opponent's free hit, and you know you're committing to a lot of stuff. Like, if you just chill, let your opponent swing, respect your opponent, let them do whatever they want, you will find openings, especially if you microspace very well and stay out of your opponent's attack range. That's basically it, and you have to wait. If your opponent is, you know, he's being patient too, well, you know what? All I can say is be patient as well. You still gotta wait. You gotta wait for an opening. If he's not giving you an opening, do not crack. Because your opponent wants you to crack. He wants you to do something. He wants you to leave yourself open, going with floating dares and whiffing aerials, trying to space, but it's actually not good because you'll get punished on landing, or you'll force a block, or you committed too hard. And then that's it. That's exactly what your opponent wants. You know, play it like that, that's exactly what they want. And that's my opinion on it. If you want a really good idea of it, I made a video on Peach's Nutri game. You can check that out. And when you check that out, keep in mind everything that I said in that video, or hell, even this one, and go watch more videos of Umiki and Slayers, and pay attention to each time they get hit and why. Think about what I just said, and then look at how they're getting hit. What is it that they did that caused them to get damage and caused them to get that L? So, like I said, I might have gotten people tight, but this is how I feel, and I'm guilty of it too. Just because I make this video, it doesn't mean, oh yeah, you say all this, and you know, I don't see you doing anything. You damn right I haven't done shit. I'm doing the exact same type of play style. I'm going in, trying to space areas, doing all this and that, and I'm just leaving myself open. I'm doing the exact same shit. But as of right now, I'm trying to fix it. I'm taking notes. I'm just thinking of ways where, okay, I gotta be patient. This is the range I have to stand. So if they do something dumb, they're forced to block, or I get a free punish. If I hit with the turn up and I'm not that close to Z-grab it, I literally just have to wait. I'm not gonna go in with floating dares. I'm not gonna go in with space fairs. belt, I'm not gonna do any of that. I have to chill because it is a risk, and I'm trying to win. I don't want to get hit and then get put in a shitty situation against these boring, overused, high-tier characters, and that's it, game over, and then I'm gonna be tight. So yeah, that's my thought on it. So if you guys agree, you know, you could hit a like and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this metagame? Do you think I was on point, or do you think I'm just a hater and talking out of my ass? Let me know what you guys think, man. We could have a, I want to know your guys' opinions. So with that said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, thanks for the new subscribers that I got. Thanks for the common people that stay supporting the channel, letting people know about my videos, all that. You guys are freaking awesome, yo. My subscribers and all that, you guys are freaking savages, yo. We savages out here. So you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, peace off.